and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all. It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Fix-It presents Legendary Gaming. Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, as you already know, and we are here for another magnificent Midday Monday monologue. Sometimes I almost don't get that out. Now, today is speculation. That's what today is. I have something I want to speculate about, not only because I want to hear myself talk, not only because I want to get this off my chest, out of my mind, but because I'm hoping to hear something back from you about your thoughts on this. And hopefully together, we might figure something out. Maybe it'll be a version of fanfic in a way, because we don't know. But still, come on, join me down the table, because I want to tell you some really heavy thoughts I've had about where Marvel Champions the card game could possibly go next. Come on, I'll see you down there. So I've been wondering what's going to be next with the Marvel Champions the card game series. You know, now that the Spider-Man expansion, or the Spider Family expansion, is going to be running its course with that and the associated hero packs, and probably a scenario pack, I'm thinking as well. What's going to be next? Where are they going? Well, I feel like they've covered so many Avengers and Avengers associated characters, and a few of the maybe street characters, maybe not the street characters in such a way, but they've touched on a lot of the core characters. But there's two things that they haven't touched upon yet: the mutants and the FF. Now, I think this is going the route of the FF next. That's where my head's at. In fact, I am gonna go somewhere that I'm not sure a lot of people are thinking about, but I know I am. I think the next expansion isn't going to be an expansion. I think the next expansion is going to be a standalone big box, just like the core box. That's where my head's at right now. And I'm thinking that this will be dedicated to the Fantastic Four. Now, let me explain why. The core game originally came with 5 heroes and 3 villains. Think about that for a second. There's been so many more since the game started. But yes, 5 heroes and 3 villains. This feels almost perfect, because I feel like to have the Fantastic Four as a small box expansion that only comes with 2 heroes, that's kind of ripping you off from the get-go. It's not the dynamic duo. It's the Fantastic Four. And to have 2 of them in the core box and then have to wait a month, 2 months, maybe with shipping problems more, to get the other members of the Fantastic Four instead of the 2 you have, I kind of think that's a bit of a travesty. I don't see that being a nice way of dealing with this. No, and that's why I was thinking that this is something that needs a big box, its own big box standalone. So obviously you would have the 4. See, now if they're doing it exactly the same, 5 and 3, they're doing it the same, then obviously you have the 4: Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and the Thing. Now, what about the 5th member? Well, there's been a lot of team members over the years. There's been a lot of alternate teams over the years. My personal favorite is the new Fantastic Four, which at the time was Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, and Ghost Rider. That's my favorite alt version of the team. But give me the original. Give me the original any day. But who can this be? So I have a few guesses here. If they're going the traditional 5-3 route, then the fifth hero could be Namor. Now, I am really jonesing for Namor. A lot of my regulars know this because I'm often talking about putting the original Defenders together in this game. And we already have Doc Strange, and we have Hulk. We need Namor because he was the original third member. And then we need Silver Surfer, the original fourth member. We already have Valkyrie, but so this Namor, it would also be a great sort of reach, a great connection to upcoming X titles, X characters in the game. Now, Namor was early on in the comic book. I can't tell you what number, but he was really, really early on. He lost his mind. He was living as a homeless guy in the streets. Human Torch found him, and yeah, that's how he came back into the whole Marvel universe after Timely Comics in the War Comics. So he's a good bet. He's a good bet. But they've had others. They've had others as well. Like I'm thinking Luke Cage. Luke Cage. I would love to see Power Man in this game, and he was an early alt on the team. Now, we could delve into the family. There's Valeria Richards, right? We could get her going in it, but I don't know. I think that sounds like a hero pack to me, to tell you the truth. So I think their kids, no, that's something else. But speaking of their kids, maybe Agatha Harkness. Right? She is the babysitter, so to speak, the nanny to them. But there's Crystal from the Inhumans, also the Inhuman Medusa. That'd be very interesting because she's also a villain in the Frightful Four. But we'll get to them soon enough. These are some of the heroes that have been alt members of the Fantastic Four that could very well take the place of a fifth slot if they do this as a new core box game. But that's not all, because now you also have to think about, if they're doing this traditional way, there's going to be three villains in the game. And they do tend to try to start off, light, medium, and heavy. So I've been thinking about that too. And I'm thinking Mole Man. Mole Man for the earliest, the easy, if you want to put it that way. And after that, the Frightful Four. I'd like to see the Frightful Four in the core box, just like the Wrecking Crew had four in it. With this, it would be the Wingless Wizard, or just Wizard, I guess. Medusa was on the team. Hydro Man was on the team. Dragon Man. There's been a lot of members of the Frightful Four over the years, and they could definitely bring them in. Now, of course, for the third, the heavy hitter, I would like to see Doom. But wouldn't he play better as a scenario pack? And if that's the route they go, then you're still going to need a heavy hitter, like someone like Blastar, or maybe Molecule Man would be a good heavy hitter for that third slot. Because I really think they could delve deeper and do more with Doom as a villain if he has a scenario pack. Now, speaking of Doom, let's take a step backwards for a second, because I would love to see, there are two villains, they've already done this once, there's two villains I would absolutely love to see having both hero and villain cards in this game, and Magneto is one of them, but talking about what we're talking about here now, the other one is Victor Von Doom. I would love to see a hero deck for him as well as a villain deck, because he has saved the world more times over than most common people, civilians walking around 616 Marvel Universe even know. Yeah, he has alternative motives, but still, when push comes to shove, this is his planet, this is his home, he will protect it. And I've always liked that about Doom. So I'd like to see a hero and a villain deck with him. Now, hero packs. So there'll be four hero packs that would accompany this. And a lot of that depends on who they picked as the 5th member. Because anyone that I already listed that isn't the 5th member could very well fill out one of the hero packs. Someone like Medusa or Valeria Richards could fill that out. Namor could fill that out. You have any of those choices. But, I mean, there's others as well. There's Black Bolt, Medusa's husband from the King of the Inhumans. I could definitely see him having a great deck. I would love to run that in the game. So I'm not sure. Namorita, Namor's younger cousin. Sure, maybe her. Fire Lord, maybe. I think we're getting into a little bit of a stretch there. Oh, Lila the Skrull, who was Human Torch's wife for a while. That might be good because I was thinking about the villain packs, the scenario packs that could come out with this. And one of the things I was thinking about is Skrulls. But I'm not sure. Maybe that'd be a better box edition. I think for the scenario pack attached to this, the Annihilation Wave. Yeah, let's bring in Annihilus. That would be a massively great scenario pack, I think. Now, if they do everything the way they've already done it, we've seen the core box, we've seen a number of the hero packs and scenario packs, and we've seen three expansion boxes. So if there's going to be expansion boxes for this, what are they going to be? I'm definitely thinking Skrulls. Skrulls could be a great expansion pack. It would give us a lot of options. We get the Super Skrull in there. There's others names are eluding me right now, but that would be a good expansion pack, I think. And the next expansion pack would definitely have to be Galactus. I would love to see a Galactus pack. I've actually been thinking of this, and the 5 villains I would like to see associated with it all have something to do with space. You know, and I was thinking the Red Ghost and his 3 super-powered apes to start things off, because like they're doing something on the moon, right? And that's the mission there, to stop them on the moon. But then, after you finish that mission, you get attacked by Super Skrull. Or maybe you find out Super Skrull was behind all of this. And then you get to fight him. And that's going to be a great fight. I've always loved the character of Super Skrull. And the fight would end off with Ego, the living planet, bearing down. Oh, just imagine that. Imagine that. Fighting on the moon, on the dark side of the moon, and there, Ego, the living planet, just rises. It looks like he's rising on the horizon, coming right at you. And then you got to stop him. But then you find out the reason that he's hightailing it is because he's trying to get away from Galactus, and that brings in the big guy. Then I guess it'd be one more scenario pack. Maybe this would be, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't even thought of the third one. If they follow suit. But those are the things, the ideas that have been popping out of my head that I've been thinking about where they're going to go next and how they're going to incorporate new heroes, more teams. Now they've pretty much run through the Avengers characters. It's time to move on, and that's either going to be Fantastic Four or the X-Men. So what do you think? Which direction are they going to go in? Are they just going to keep doing the small box expansions? Or do you think they're going to jump into something big as its own standalone that can work with or work without? What do you think? Those are my thoughts. Thank you for joining me. I'm your buddy Big John at G for Two Gun Pixar presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here. Welcome back! Thank you for joining me for this marvelous Monday morning Minimax. This is number 3. Still got 2 more to do today. Alright. Hello, what's up indeed, my friends, and welcome back to another magnificent Midday. Mud? Did I say Midday? It sounded like I said Midday. What the hell is Midday? Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me.